Hello my dear heart Leos, thank you ever so much for tuning into your December reading for 2015. I'm very sorry that this is coming almost a week into December, but this is still very much present from the 7th of December onwards. We've had a fair few electricity cuts here, power cuts because of the various storms and generally being rural living. So I apologise that this has actually been a little bit delayed, but to save time I thought I'd do it live for you in a video, just to get things moving and the message across more openly than doing a narration and having the pictures on there, so I can interact more with you. Do let me know if you prefer this way or if you like this way, because I'll probably continue doing this just for ease of use and to get these messages out as quickly and I think authentically as possible. I think that's my goal. As usual, we have one card for each week of the month, and the Archangel Oracle card by Doreen Virtue is the underlying or overall message that they want to give to you. If you would like to also tune into your rising or your moon sign, just have a look at that as well, because I'm sure that there'll be some messages in there that you may be relevant to you throughout December too. So let me take a look. I have meditated over these cards, and for the Leos, I know this message should be quite a good one to hear, but hopefully this is a very strong resonance for everybody else as well. So you have the Eight of Cups in the beginning of the month, and again this is from 1st of December, and I think this reading is going to go from the 7th as well, so this is the 7th of December onwards for me. But this is very much a case of actually having sorted out the lessons in the past, having sorted out the issues that you've had, kind of taking stock, maybe having a little bit of a meditation or going to group therapy. And I want to kind of say group therapy, or being able to talk about your issues and your problems from the past. Or even if you wanted to do it privately, kind of writing those feelings down and putting them on paper so that you would then be able to, I think, get these subconscious thoughts out so that you can see how you really felt about 2015. Then once that's sorted and once you've done that, you can then kind of put those to bed and walk away and make sure that the steps you're taking now are away from the issues of the past, if that makes sense. So for a lot of you, this does appear to be quite a strong movement. That's what they wanted to say. Strong movement. So you're not standing still, you're not in a rut, you have the power to walk away. You could have to eat some humble pie and admit some mistakes, and adjust your way of thinking. But I do get the feeling that you're moving on from that, you're growing from this, you are taking the necessary steps to improve yourself. And look, we even have the moon up here, so this is a very good subconscious movement card that you're getting over something in order to improve yourself, and that's wonderful to see. In the second week, we have the Magician. I always like to see the Magician because, if ever you've had a personal reading with myself, you will probably know that I see the Magician as you, and basically you are the creator of your own life. Now, I do see this as well as kind of mixing the elements, getting to know yourself and your own magic. Everybody has magic inside them, everybody has an energy inside of them, and I feel for a very large quantity of you Leos out there, you are going to be able to tap into that. Some of your qualities may be to do with public speaking, or speaking out, teaching other people. Ooh, hang on, sorry, I get a lot of people who are going to be concocting a lot of things. Sorry, that was a very strong feeling of mixing, like a bowl, or doing some herbs or cooking, or just something that you can share with others. It's very important. You're going to be kind of drawn in, you're drawing in other people this week in order to make your name or improve something. There's an infinity here over his head, and I feel this is basically tapping into the conscious universe, the conscious thought. So this is quite a strong card to have, really. I mean, you've got all this here, you've got the flowers and the spring and the thing, so even if it's winter where you are, then you're still going to be able to draw beauty into your life, draw the warmth into your life. This is very much a creation card. So you're at the beginning of a very strong journey right now. You have a lot of power within you, so much power. Some of you maybe even be witches yourself, and so you'll know the power of mixing elements, maybe grinding in your pestle and mortar and that kind of thing. I get the feeling that this is a lot of that as well. So whatever you create this month, Leo, make sure that it's something that you believe in and that you can share with others if necessary, even if you're just talking about it. Make sure that you're happy when you talk about it, or that you want to share in that with other people, because this could be... I'm just trying to get more of a message from it, but I get the impression that this could be very important for you even into next year. You could be developing something that you take on board and create and just go off on your own next year. So explore it. Try and take a chance. You also have the beautiful Chariot here, which is basically, I would say, that you are going to get down into the nitty-gritty of certain things. You have the ability to heal. You have the ability to help. You have a lot of conscious thought, higher awareness. I mean, this is also in the week of Christmas. So if you celebrate Christmas, you could be feeling a little bit intuitive. The full moon is on Christmas Day. So even if you don't feel that kind of push to be, put the pine tree up and kind of dance around it or whatever, this is a very strong card to have for a full moon, certainly, because it shows that you are going to be taking direction. You're going to manifest quite a lot of things. You're going to... Oh, hang on. Okay, so the new moon is going to be the 11th of December. So that's when you may say, okay, I'm going to set my intentions, I'm going to start off on this journey. You create in this journey, you put down your intentions, you put down your work, you start concocting and mixing and matching and being an alchemist. And then you know when your head and your heart, they're in unison, that this is what you want to do and this is what you kind of commit to. Now this, of course, is the higher plane. This is, I don't feel it's as mundane. You're serving a higher purpose and you're serving a higher good, so that's really strong to see. I also feel that it could be a strong male in your life, whether you are male or female yourself, who can come in and exert an influence that helps you. So that's a very strong feeling as well that I see here, that could be very beneficial to you, but just make sure that you're balanced within and that you do feel a good yin and yang energy, and that your head and your heart, which is very important, are in unison and agreement that this is the right thing for you to be doing. So yeah, he seems a little bit like almost like a King Arthur-y type person, or a Nordic prince to me. So it could be something to do with the feeling of understanding who you are and who your family history is. But whatever it is, you're going to be manifesting around this week something that you've worked long and hard on. Well, maybe even for the last 2 weeks. But creativity should be at an all-time high. Believe, okay, they just mentioned believe in yourself. Have the belief in yourself. Okay. They're also saying that something about listening to your friends. Okay, so somebody's observation is quite accurate, and maybe you just kind of passed it off as, oh, I could do, but yeah, I actually think that you should do it, and they think you should do it as well. For instance, if somebody says you've been given an opportunity by somebody gifting you the ability to do something by yourself, or kind of said you can work from home, or you have an opportunity here to actually use your education for good, even though you've not done anything with it for the last 5 years, it could be time to explore that. Go back to school, or go back to the to the subject of your school, you know, that you really enjoyed, and put some passion into that. Because the more you work, the more you will receive. And this is into 2016. So you could be putting plans together that will manifest themselves over the course of the year. It's kind of like he's making signs, you know, making things for people to use for themselves or in addition to something. For some reason, they are showing me like something that people can use for their benefit. And also you can use for yours. So that's a good thing. I just get the feeling that you are going to have to just get your head down and carry on. It may be repetitive because you're making the same thing over and over again. It may drive you insane sometimes, but the thought of doing something so repetitive. But at the end of the day, you're making this work. You're making this a living of it. You've got a template now that you can work from. You've got something that you can use to your effect to maintain and sustain yourself. You've got something up your sleeve that you can, gives you the ability to reach people that, you know, may not have access to things. Like, they're not giving me a reason, actually. They're not giving me an example. So I'm just saying words that they, as soon as they give them to me. But yeah, this is something that you're going to have to practice. You're going to have to refine. You're going to have to learn from your mistakes, how you present yourself, how you go about offering advice and help and assistance and things like that. So this is really strong for you. This is a good energy to have. And the same, fight the good fight. So just keep going at it. You'll get your rewards. They may not be financial immediately, or they could be if that's what you need. I think this one though is the main card. Because I love my Leos, but sometimes you can be a little bit distracted. This one comes through. Silly spotlight. Prioritize. So it's focus on your highest priorities. I will help you get organized and motivated. So this is basically telling you that if you need to make a list, if you need to jot down all your otherworldly ideas, if you need to, again, you know, take stock of where you've come from and what's happened this year and see if you can benefit from that or what lessons you've learned. I'm just trying to make sure that you can see the card, but it doesn't seem to be happening. Just make sure that you are connected into where you've come from and what's happened this year and where you feel that your soul purpose lies. Because this is almost like people are giving you a gift that you can use. And actually, it kind of looks like that guy. So if you can see, I don't know whether you can. It kind of look, oops, stupid spotlight. Right. They kind of look the same. And they're almost like charging through with offerings and making sure that you can understand what's happening between each other. Yeah, this guy doesn't have wings, but I still see that there's a connection there. And oh, okay. Okay, sorry. In my meditation earlier, I was just recording this, there was something about purple and gold being the highest psychic colours. And this guy is wearing purple and gold. And this was a different meditation. This was not for the Leo. This was a personal meditation, and it said purple and gold is very important and very psychic colour. So I believe that I even got this message before I even decided to do the rest of the readings today. This is an important task for you in 2016. You need to prioritize. You need to focus on what you want to do, your goals. You don't need to be distracted going here willy-nilly all over the place, up, down, round and round, ooh, shiny. You don't need to be doing that. You need to be focused on the task at hand, the magic that you can create, the gift that you can create. So I don't know what that is. It could be personal for everybody. It could be even a loving family that you create. Help, words, love, hugs, affection, direction, whatever it is, it's creation of some kind and help. So For those natural healers out there, maybe it's time to break out the herbs or the crystals. For those who help in other ways, bless you. And yeah, I feel this is such a good card to have. This is Metatron as well, so this is very good for those indigo children out there. I think there's, yeah, the indigo children, so that's a very good card to have. And overall, Leo, it looks like your December's very poignant in many ways. If you'd like to pause the video at any time just to meditate on that, you feel free, because it might give you some more messages to come through. But yeah, very good reading for December. Very strong, passionate reading for December, which I would expect nothing less of for a Leo. If you'd like a private reading rather than a general one, just head on over to my website where there's some available there now. The 2016 readings are available on there for a private one, but I will be doing generalized sign readings for 2016 towards the end of the month, so keep an eye out for that. As always, thank you so much for your support, your comments, your likes, your interactions with me. It's also very much appreciated, and coming up to a year now of delivering these readings for you, and yeah, I'm really honoured that so many of you have entrusted me with looking into these things for you and delivering the messages as they come through. So thank you so much, and I hope you continue to tune in, subscribe, share with me on Twitter, communicate with me on Facebook. It's great. Just thank you so much. I really do appreciate it, and so long as you're getting the messages, I think that I'm doing a good job. So take care of yourself for December. I'm really looking forward to reading for you again, and in the meantime, my dear heart Leos, take care.